So we'll have 4 exercises. I think all of them actually are single-sided. So we'll do 8-minute or 8 cycles of like 30 seconds-ish. And then we'll get a 90-second break. So we'll work for 4 minutes, break for, actually not 90 seconds, we'll break for 2 minutes. And then we'll go again, 4 minutes, break for 2 minutes. When you do this, you could always change out the circuit time once you have the exercises set. So lots of flexibility. And we could also do the exercises for a rep count instead of for a certain amount of seconds. Okay? So let's start just sitting in our chair, and we're going to come to the front edge of it. Bring your hands back onto the chair. Just kind of play with where those collarbones are, and we're going to push both collarbones back or towards the wall behind us. Okay? When we push the collarbones back, or we want to move them on the rib cage, so pushing the collarbones back isn't going to look like that. Pushing the collarbones back is going to look like that. We want to be sitting on our butthole. And we're just going to take some nice slow breaths here. Think about filling top to bottom and side to side. And you're going to exhale through your nose or through your mouth. And hopefully as you're breathing here, you're getting a sense again of stretch top to bottom, or filling top to bottom, bottom to top, and also side to side. So really 3-dimensional. Okay, after this next exhale, we're going to let that go. We're going to keep one arm on the chair. Inhale, up an arm, and exhale, bring it down. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. You can play with pushing the collarbone forward or back as you bring that arm up, but the arm on the back of the chair, we definitely want that collarbone pushed back. Okay, the next time the arm comes up, we're going to turn the head and look at the bicep. Two more. Good, let that go. We're going to bring our feet back so our heels are behind our knees. Shift our hands onto our thighs, and we're just going to rock onto the balls of our feet. I want you to think about reaching your heels down as you roll your bum out of the chair, but I don't want you to press and squish the heels into the floor. It's like reach the heels down, reach the heels down, reach the heels down. So you should feel muscles kind of activating on the back of the legs and behind the knees. Play with the timing of when you reach that heel down. So I reach the heel down here, it's not, I'm going to have a harder time getting out of the chair. So it's not just the action, but it's the action and when we execute that action. So, and if you need to change where the feet are based on kind of the length of your toes, maybe the feet are turned out a little bit more so that when you get weight into them and you reach those heels down, you're not put on your toes. You've got weight across that transverse arch, ball of the feet. Good. Okay. Let that go. And then last thing we're going to do is just come to the front of the chair, offset kind of stance with the arms or with the legs. And we're just going to let the arms start to swing. I want you to think you're reaching one collarbone forward and one collarbone back. One collarbone forward, one collarbone back. And then you're going to bend the arms when they come in front, straighten them when they go behind. Still, one collarbone forward, one collarbone back. Okay, now I want you to start to bend the elbows as the arm comes behind you, as well as in front of you. Play with kind of arm long, arm bent. It's changing up the lever length. Maybe add a little turn of the forearm, the wrist. So you feel how these movements out through the arms have an impact on the torso. Okay, we're going to come up to standing and down to the ground. So our first exercise is a single leg bridge. So let's set up, coming onto our back. And we don't want the knees necessarily to be at 90 degrees. Okay, so option one is going to maybe have the other foot be on the ground. I just want the edge of your heel on the edge of that chair, coffee table, stair, whatever it is that you're using. And we're going to lift the hips. So we get some pressure into the back edge of that heel, and we'll feel kind of back of the bum body. Now, once we're here, what I want you to do is I want you to pull your bum towards your heel. So your bum is going to pull towards the heel. Feel what that lights up. We could also go here. So I'm going bum towards my heel, bum towards my heel, bum towards my heel, bum towards my heel, bum towards my heel. I'm not thinking pulling heel to bum. I'm thinking getting squatted, heel towards my, or bum towards my heel. Okay? So try it on the other side. You might notice the action that you do will be different, and one side might preference wanting to have this leg up versus one side might preference wanting to have a leg down. Okay? So we're going to lift that pelvis. You might also preface one with hinging the upper body up. Once you get the bum off the ground though, then we work to bring bum towards the heel, bum towards the heel, bum towards the heel, bum towards the heel, bum towards the heel. Okay? Can you feel how that's different than coming up and thinking of trying to pull your heel to your bum, which we don't do in running. But we do fold up and bring our bum down towards the ground as the other leg cycles up. Okay? So that is going to be exercise number one. Then from there, we're going to go to a single arm or an adductor side plank. So legs coming up on the chair, one leg's staying down on the ground. Like we did last month, I can work that collarbone, pressing it back or forward to find where it feels like, okay, I can work here. Definitely want to have this sense of trying to pull the bottom hip up towards this top hip. So we've got some work in this top leg. We can keep the bottom knee on the ground, or we can work to pull the bottom hip and leg up towards that top leg. Okay, and then other side. I've got this on my shin, but you could have it above the knee and on the femur as well. That shorter lever will put less load through the upper body, give you a bit more control over the pelvis. So play with where you need to get pressure on that. Again, to come up, think bottom collarbone moves back. Okay, once you're there, find the press of that top leg, the sense of the bottom hip pulling up to the top hip, and then you can add the bottom leg coming up to meet it. Whew. Okay,